Alright, today we are answering the question, what is 50 amp RV electrical service? Well, simplest answer is it is 240 volts, 120 on two legs with a ground and with a neutral, this big 4-connector plug, and it allows the RV to have the most amount of power available. There's 30 amp service, 50 amp service, and just 110 service that you can plug your RV into. So if you have a big Jayco Seneca like I do, it has 50 amp service, and so if you're going to a campground and you want to use absolutely everything, if you want to use both air conditioners and the fridge and the hot water heater and the electrical everything and run your TVs, all that stuff without any worry of popping the circuit breaker, get a spot that has 50 amp service. If you're so inclined and you want to get a 30 amp service, you can get a dog bone. This is a dongle that converts from this 50 amp plug into a 30 amp plug. You can see that, and this is actually 120 volt, but 30 amps. So it's got a ground and it's got 120 volt on one leg and neutral on the other leg. And if you plug your 50 amp RV into a 30 amp receptacle, you can run everything except both your air conditioners. And then if you're running one of your air conditioners, you may actually end up with popping the circuit breaker. And then in the absolute worst case, if you wanted to run on 110, you could get a converter like this and plug it into 110. And then if you do that, I wouldn't run your air conditioners. It'll run your fridge, it'll run your TVs, it'll charge your batteries back up. But that's kind of the last scenario. And then one last thing I wanted to kind of show you the way this works is inside my Jayco, this great big heavy monster of a plug, I have a cord reel. And so when I push this button, that's what winds my cord in. And so to put this away when we're done camping, it makes it really actually kind of convenient, and then it backs off just a little bit. So anyway, that's kind of a rundown of the 50 amp service on my Jayco RV and the different methods and options you have if you have a 30 amp dongle connector or a converter to 120. So I hope that helps, but yeah, my Jayco has 50 amp service, and that's what RV 50 amp service is. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell your mom.